Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. Hey, today we're going to be taking a look at the Glock 19X. Just picked up this bad boy just a few weeks ago, and I got a lot of guns, and this one is probably my favorite pistol so far. So, every time I go to buy a gun, I look up some of these awesome YouTubers that review these things, and they do such a great job. Obviously Hickok 45, Justin Opinion is one of my big favorites. Mr. Guns and Gear, Sunday Gun Day, all of you guys are so fantastic. And every time I go to purchase a gun, I will look at your videos, and that's how I kind of determine whether or not that purchase is worth it. Because let's all be honest, guns and ammo right now are extremely expensive. But I am a very, very strong supporter of the Second Amendment. I'm a very strong supporter of firearms and for legal citizens owning them, responsible citizens owning them, and I fall into that category. And so, anyways, I'm really proud to be an American when it comes to that. And so I thought that I would pay it forward today and do a quick review on the Glock 19X, because I did a lot of research on this. I put it off for several years, couple years. I guess what? They came out in 2018. It's 2021. So yeah, I kept kind of putting it off, and finally pulled the trigger not long ago. So I wanted to do a review on it because what I have found out is that it is every bit as good as what everybody says it is. And it truly is fantastic. So let's get into it. Leave any comments down below if you guys have questions or comments regarding the firearm. This is, unfortunately, not able to go and fire it for this video, but this is kind of an unboxing video is what I would say it is. But I will kind of show you guys, especially if you're new to firearms, how to break the firearm down and some of the features that I like about it compared to some of its competition out there. So let's get right into it. So right away, you get a pretty cool case. It's a plastic hard case, and it's coyote brown. And anybody that knows about Glocks will tell you that Glock's pretty basic. This is the only gun that they sell from the factory that's not black. And as far as I know, don't quote me on that, I guess, but as far as I know, this is the only one from the factory that they sell that is not black. And so I thought it was kind of cool. Now, what really piqued my interest when it came to this gun was the fact that it competed for the MHS trials, the Modular Handgun System trials for the United States military. And it lost. It lost. I have a M17 from SIG that beat it out, and I don't have it down here. It's in the safe, but I wanted to focus on this gun. But you can see so many videos out there on the M17 and all the other guns that were competing for this. But in my opinion, the military got it wrong, because this gun is night and day, in my opinion, better than the M17. And I'll show you why. But anyway, so it was competing for that. This is what Glock submitted, pretty much to the T, except for the manual safety. Okay, so as far as I know, that's the only difference. They did not release a manual safety version to the public. However, SIG did release a manual safety version to the public, and I actually have the one that does not have the manual safety when it comes to the SIG. But I bought the SIG first because of that reason, because it won, and that's why I kept putting off buying this one, because I said, well, I got the one that won. But the more research I did, the more I learned that this one probably, had it not been for the price point, apparently SIG just came in so much cheaper. Had it not been for that, I feel that this would have been the victor, because it came down between that gun and this gun. And so anyway, if you own Glocks, you know their reputation is reliability. That's what I love about them. They don't look the best, you know, in many people's eyes, but when it comes to reliability and track record, Glock is extremely hard to beat. So, all right, finally, here we go. So you get the box, you get the case. It's a plastic case, coyote brown, kind of cool. It has these two latches on it. Pop those open, open it up, and here's your gun with the other items in there that we're going to go over. All right, so right out of the box, what do you get with the Glock 19X? Well, just like most Glocks, you're going to get the 4 back straps that come with it, depending on the size of your hand. A large, small, and a medium. The standard on here doesn't really say. I'm assuming it's kind of a medium. Maybe it does. I'm not sure. But it does come with the grip that's... Okay, I see now. So there's not an actual grip attachment on it. Let's go ahead and clear this out just to make sure everything's safe, which it is. The gun is safe. All right. So again, grips, get 4 back straps, beaver tail strip here that will add that to keep you from getting any slide bite if that's kind of, you know, depending on the size of your hands. Just the original grip is cool with me, and I had no issues with that, so I just kind of leave that alone, and I'll leave these straps alone in terms of that. So we'll set those to the side. You get a little magazine loader here, and that came with the standard Glock 19, which I also have. It's the only thing that's black in the case here. So again, the standard 19 came with one of these, and it just assists in loading your magazines. So in other words, you would use it like this. You pull down, load a round, and continue to do that. Okay, so you get that. And then you get 3 magazines. Okay, so you get one. This one, it has my defense rounds in it that I keep next to my bedside on my stand. It's a 17 round magazine. Sorry, I have 2 cameras here so I'm showing both. But so it's a 17 round magazine, polymer magazine. Very nice, coyote brown. So you get that one, and then you get 2 19 round magazines. Now, if you'll notice on these magazines, they only say 17 rounds on them. My camera will focus there. They only say 17 rounds, but it actually holds 19, and you got a little grip extender there at the bottom. You get 2 of those. All right. Pretty awesome, you know, because I think the standard 19 comes with 2 magazines, and they're 15 rounds, so the 19X does hold a little bit more, and so we'll talk about why that is. And then, of course, you get your chamber lock, so that's for safety purposes. And then you get a manual in there as well. Okay, kind of telling you how to operate your firearm. All right, main event here, your Glock 19X. So this gun is beautiful. It really is. It's got a really cool gold slide and a coyote brown frame. You may not be able to tell in the video, but there is a contrast. The slide has a little bit of a different color to it. And again, it's just really hard to tell in the video itself. But really cool looking color. It just kind of sets itself apart from all the other coyote guns because it has like a bronzy gold. I would just say a gold. It looks more gold to me. You know, and it says Glock 19X right here on the slide. And what sets itself apart from really any other Glock out of the box is, aside from the color and the frame size, is it has Glock night sights. They're metal Glock night sights. They're not the best in the world, but they are night sights, and it comes out of the box. A Glock out of the box with night sights is a big deal. I think everybody probably agrees that Glock should have done that a long time ago, and they should probably do it with every firearm they sell, considering the price, because these are not cheap. So anyways, that is pretty cool. And so, all right, so the standard 19 has the same size slide, same length slide on any Glock 19 that you purchase. The difference is the grip. It has a Glock 17 grip on it. And so, you know, at first, just like most people, I was a little skeptical of that. Why did you do a short slide and a long grip? Shouldn't it be a short grip and a long slide, right? No, Glock decided to go this route, and I understand why after holding the gun and shooting the gun. It really feels amazing. I mean, it just gives you so much stability. It gives you a lot of a great purchase on the gun, a great grip, and you know just the feel of it is just hard to beat. Not really sure how to explain it. I guess you just got to hold one in your hand. But it does have an ambidextrous slide lock. Both sides have that. The mag release is reversible. So if you're a lefty, you can reverse the mag release. And so that is technically ambi as well. All right. So those are the main differences. You get standard night sights out of the box. You got a Glock 17 frame with a Glock 19 slide. A coyote finish. Technically kind of a gold finish on the slide portion of the firearm. And one of the main things, I could be wrong, but when I pull the trigger, again, everything's clear. When I pull the trigger and the reset on this gun is a little bit better than the standard 19 in my opinion. So we'll look at the reset here. Okay, very crisp, little take up, and then a clean break. Okay, I don't have a tool to measure the trigger break weight, but it's very clean, and to me, feels a little bit better than the standard 19. Now, one thing that's very similar to the standard 19 is at just, you know, when it's fully out, there is a little bit of take up, but not as much. You got a little bit of take up, and then there's a wall right there. Now, I've heard that not all of them do that it just kind of depends. But I feel very little. So once you get past a little bit right there, you'll feel just a little mush, and then it cleanly breaks. And so the trigger, in my opinion, is absolutely excellent on this gun. It feels great all the way around. Now the another gripe that a lot of people have is that Glock typically does not come with front slide serrations, just only rear slide serrations. So you can see here, slide serrations in the back, but really nothing in the front here. But one thing I've noticed about this finish, this PVD, I guess it is, it has such a good grip. It's not slick. So you can do your press checks, no problem. There's a great grip on it. Even with, it's pretty warm here where I'm located, and sweaty hands, whatever, no problem, man. I can do a press check and then get right on it. So front slide serrations are not the gun, I have no problem doing a press check or racking it from the front of the slide. So that's pretty cool. So again, you get your 17 rounder. That's kind of what she looks like with that in. You got a lanyard loop there that is removable. And then you get two, these are empty, two 19 rounders. And those look really cool. A couple extra rounds, no problem at all. So that's pretty nice when it comes to this gun. You can buy more of these right now. Might be hard to find them. Might be hard to find this gun in 2021, 2022, regardless. So if you get a chance, I'd jump on it. I got this gun pretty much for retail somehow. Found it on Gunbroker and got a great deal. So I was really impressed. I had to do it. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Now, what we'll do real quick is we'll do a quick breakdown of the firearm. Breaks down just like any other Glock, but if you're new to firearms or to Glocks in particular, with Glock, you pull back. It's hard to tell maybe here. Pull back just a little bit on the slide. There's these two little pins in the front, two little levers rather. You pull those down simultaneously, and then you slide your slide, you push it forward and pull the trigger, and it comes off. Okay? And that's the bulk of the work there. Then you will remove your recoil spring. Comes right out, no problem. And then you remove your barrel. That also comes out, no problem. Then your gun is field stripped. So you got your barrel, recoil spring, your frame, and your slide. Now the slide, from everything I can tell, is pretty much the same from any standard 19 in terms of the internals of the firearm. Everything is pretty good. On the slide, you can actually put a standard 19 slide on the frame, rather. Sorry. So you can put a 19 slide on the frame of the 19X, and that goes on just fine there. But everything looks to be pretty much the same. I'm sure there's minute differences somewhere, but for all intents and purposes, it's pretty much the same. So reassembly is you would take your barrel, put it back into your slide, line it up, and it just falls right in. Okay. Just line it up there and it falls right in. Same with your recoil spring. Put it in this top piece here. The front of it goes in, you press it, compresses, and then it goes right in there as well. So that's it. Once you've done that, you can just put your slide back on. You'd line it up with the railing. And she's ready to go again. So that's pretty much the Glock 19X. Awesome firearm. As with anything, you want to try it out, before you buy it probably, just to make sure it feels good in your hand. A lot of people complain about Glocks because they feel like a brick or they feel blocky or so on and so forth. But I will tell you that this gun feels awesome in the hand and it shoots even better. The trigger on this one in particular is excellent, and I've heard that varies from gun to gun. I don't know if I believe that. Glock is a very good company, and their reliability record speaks for itself. So do your research, but this is my little review and unboxing on the Glock 19X. So any questions or comments down below, feel free to add those. And if you get a chance to go purchase one of these, I would say jump on it. One last note. Again, this came in second place in the military handgun trials for the military's replacement of the Beretta M9A1. And they went with the SIG P320 M17. But when I hold the two guns in my hand, I see the difference. I feel the difference. This one just feels a little bit more quality. I think it shoots better. And I never, ever, ever will have to wonder about, is this gun going to work when I need it to work? And that is the main thing when you're, depending on a firearm to defend your life, to defend your family. And so that's the main thing. So in terms of carry, the Glock 19 is known to be the best. It's known to be the best all-around gun in terms of capacity, size, concealed carry ability, all that. Because of the longer grip, you're not going to have the same concealability with it. But put a little cant on your holster, and this gun does fine. It's not my first choice for carry. I carry a much smaller gun. I carry the SIG P365, but you can carry this gun. So, don't let anybody tell you can't carry it, because it is concealable. It all depends on your body type and lots of other factors. But it is concealable if you needed to. It's just not designed for that purpose. So it's not going to be the best option for concealed carry. Other than that, awesome firearm and shoots great, 9mm. You get 3 magazines, plastic hard case, some back straps, and Glock reliability. So that's hard to beat. Hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe if you're feeling it. And certainly appreciate you guys watching. Go support all the gun organizations that you're able to. Our Second Amendment is constantly under attack, so that's extremely important. All right, guys. Y'all have a great one. Thank you very much for watching.